All right, welcome back to Rum Chats, episode 17. I'm here with Casey Deville. I'm going to let him go ahead and introduce himself, let you know where he's from. So go ahead, my dude, introduce yourself while I light my spliff.
All right, man. So I'm Casey Deville. I'm from the East Tennessee area in the United States. Closest known place to me is really like Gatlinburg, Tennessee. It's like a big vacation area. A lot of people go there, so there's like a lot of tourism that comes through our area. But other than that, man, I live in the backwoods.
I guess for like when tourists come through, at least they have like something to check out when they're down there, though, music-wise. I mean Nashville and stuff, and like all that in Tennessee and stuff, like it's all music based, but I mean hip hop's not like its founding father, it's country music, right? So
Right. So there's still like some outlaw country. Like right where I'm at, you'll find there's a lot of bluegrass, but there's also a huge hip hop scene that's emerging right now. You find a lot of EDM more toward like your Knoxville area,
yeah.
which is cool. They've got a good circuit out there, and I mean as far as our music scene, there's a lot of local artists that are really bringing a lot of life to our hip hop scene as well right now, which is awesome.
And how long have you been making music for?
Music in total, I've been making music for I guess over 16 years now. I've been drumming the whole time, so 16 years I've been a drummer. I've been in some metal bands, rock bands. A lot of that was quite a while back, and then past it, about 10 years into drumming, I started getting into hip hop. So I've been doing rap and hip hop now for about I guess about 6 years solid.
And what brought you to rap and hip hop?
Um, so I was riding in the back seat of a friend of mine, his vehicle up in Tacoma, Washington, and he was playing Meek Mill's Dream Chasers Part Two or Dream Chasers Two, and I was listening to it, and just like the aggressive tone that Meek was taking and everything, like I had a lot of built up aggression harvested inside of me, you know. So I was like, huh, man, that just sounds like because I could like feel his energy. So I was
Yeah.
like, man, I want to try learning how to do that. So that was kind of when the light bulb, that was kind of like when the light bulb went off. But but from right there, I started writing because I had always done poetry and stuff, but I had never I had never really I'd never really tried to do hip hop. So occasionally I would start like freestyling and stuff like that, and then that led to me actually writing, and then I would pick beats out and stuff and write to them, but I never recorded for like I don't know, probably the first 3 years, and then the last years uh from 2017 till now, we've been pushing, but there's been like some ons and offs, but ever since 2019, we've been steady on the throttle,
Yeah.
100%.
There's always ons and offs when it comes to hip hop, man. Especially hip hop.
Well, it's just mainly like a lot of ups and downs with life
Yeah.
that seems to happen often, you know.
Which gives you
But
which gives you the material to write about.
exactly, exactly.
But
Uh,
oh, I was a hip hop artist myself before doing all this. I was doing it for years. Like I did it for about 15 years before I started doing this.
Dang.
Yeah, so like all the artists that you mentioned in like Canada and stuff, like Eazy Mac and all them, like I don't know them personally, but I know them through the circuit. And
Yeah,
then,
we the way that came to be. Aussie East, which is actually one of the beat that you hear on our song Copycat,
right,
um, which features Eazy Mac. The beat that you hear on that was actually produced by it was a collab by The Crown and Aussie East. The Crown is a very very skilled and talented finger drummer. Um, I've got a few other songs on his productions as well. Um, but but no, he's very talented, and he's kind of like a prodigy, man. He's 20 years old, and he's just out producing like so many monsters that I've seen. You know, he's definitely going to be a super producer one day.
These generations, like under our generation, are like crazy, man. They could do everything like that. We were only able to do one of the few when we had the chance, and now like they're able to do everything on one app.
Yeah.
So like,
it's crazy, man, to like watch him work. Like, man, he's a workhorse. Like he'll pull out the MPC, man, and he just starts going. Like almost every production that you can hear that I'm on his beat, he can pretty much perform that whole beat live off of his beat machine, which is insane.
have you guys created any beats like over IG Live or anything like that? Because I know a few producers and rappers have been doing that lately just to like get their fan base up a bit.
So he's done a few, actually quite a few, but one of the main ones, Trizzy Track, and him did one that got quite a bit of response on it, and they did it in a cabin here in East Tennessee, which was just super cool, you know.
Just doing it in a cabin.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Sounds like the perfect fucking environment for me. I would love to be in a cabin just writing the beats all day.
That's a cool vibe, man.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm still an artist at heart. I still write and all that. I just haven't recorded in, like, it's got to be like 7-8 years now. So, like, but there will come a time where I come back because I'm getting tired of hearing the shit that I hear around. Your stuff, though, I really messed with when I heard it, because I heard it by just coming across, like, going through, like, American circuits and, like, just going through hashtags and stuff. And then I saw the name, and I was just like, that's a pretty dope name. I like the name. I was like, so I checked. It reminded me of Cadillac Deville, so I was like, Casey Deville. I was like, I like it. I was like, so I checked it, and then I was able to check like the previews and stuff, and then I just started like YouTubing some stuff. So I went down the rabbit hole of Casey Deville.
Nice.
So
what was the first one that you heard? Do you recall?
Copycat.
Okay.
Okay,
that's awesome.
Sorry. Yeah. No, because I saw Eazy Mac on it, and I was like, well, that's like I didn't see how that could come about so organically and so quick. Like I was just like looking at it, and I'm like, well, I didn't hear any like promotion wise on this side about it, so like now I'm curious. But yeah, no, definitely a dope track, and so, do you guys have any more work you have planned, like you and him together, or?
As far as Eazy Mac, not right now. But that the way that came together, AUZZE EAST, which was one of the collaborators on the beat, he had reached out. That was an artist that he personally favored their music a lot. He showed him to me, and I was like, oh hell yeah, you know, dude's fire. So he hit him up, and we ended up connecting from there, talked about the feature, made it happen, and we ended up with a really solid finished product on Copycat. I was really satisfied with that.
Yeah, the track was definitely a fucking fire track. I could give you guys that. Like, you guys definitely had it seemed like an organic chemistry. It seemed like you guys worked well together.
Hell yeah. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, no doubt. And do you have a project in the works, like a mixtape or EP or anything coming out soon, or?
So actually, on our collective, we just had three different releases in the last 7 days. So we've got one of them is No Handouts, which you can find on the Casey Deville artist side, and then we've got another one, Infinite, that was put out by the New Age, which is just a straight aggressive track, and it's full of nothing but lyricism. Which you'll hear a song at the end of this today that me and the New Age did together. So shout out the New Age. And then we just released another song with him and I, and also an artist out of Ohio that goes by Thrizzy. We released a song today called Helicopters with all of us on it. And that's a pretty dope track too. A lot of lyricism in that track. It's real solid.
Yeah, you'll have to send me the link to that one. I'll have to check that one out. Is that that everywhere? Is that on all major streaming platforms and all that, or?
Oh yeah. It'll be all of our releases. They come out on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, your Google platforms, anywhere that you can find your music, or you listen to your music, you can find it there.
Yeah, definitely. All right. I'll make sure to keep links in the description of the video when I do post it. I had a question on my mind. See, this is why I have to stop smoking weed on camera. Yeah, you seem like you have like an understanding or like a recognition of like the artists in Canada. Other than Eazy Mac, like, do you have any other artists that you can name off the bat that you mess with?
Well, I mean, who doesn't love Drake? Drake's from up there, but no, there's let's see, what was the one?
Because that one that I mentioned to you, Switch SB.
Now I've never heard any of his music.
Check him out. You should check him out, because if you want lyricism and shit, that's where you're gonna find it. Old '90s boom bap lyricism. It's dope.
Okay. Now now that you say that, I think the way that I actually found his music was I want to say it was through like the Hot 97 contest that they were having. Because we had a track that was submitted into it, and I think he had a track that was submitted into it as well. I think him and I have actually had a couple conversations now that you bring that up.
Yeah, it's a small world if you are talking to him, and like, because I just finished interviewing him. His episode is literally the episode up right now for my podcast that we talk about mental health and like hip hop and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, cool.
So he was just like the featured guest right now until the next episode drops. So it's just a small world. How I saw that, I was like, damn, what the fuck's going on? I'm in the Twilight Zone.
Man, it's crazy. You talking about like small worlds and everything. Man, I've been like out west, and ran into somebody that I knew from at home, and it's wild whenever stuff like that happens, and then. That's like being an artist, sometimes you'll get booked on a show and you'll travel somewhere else and you'll see people from, say, like a show in Florida. You'll see the same people at a show in Ohio and you're like, oh shit, okay, so they're working too, so like that's how a lot of artists end up locking in with each other.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing I try to do with this show is I try to get like people to start watching it, and that way they could link up with other artists from around the globe, because I don't just do Canada. I've been doing a lot of Florida artists lately, actually.
Okay, yeah. Shout out Florida. They got a lot of good artists coming out. Well, you got Puya, you got Fat Nick, you got Denzel Curry.
Yeah,
bro, Denzel's that monster.
Denzel's fire.
And then you got Burden, you got Kasky. I mean, Kasky's a monster.
The dudes I've been messing with, they're Big OG, BG Roland, One Drew, Aston Martin. It's been like a female vocalist named Jari. It's just been crazy. I've been interviewing tons of them because I do the interviews like ahead of time, so that way I'm not rushing on every Sunday to finish up a video and shit. So
hell yeah. But no, Florida, man, they got a lot of good artists.
Yeah.
And they always, like, regardless of which like subgenre it is, it always comes out solid, bro. Like they've got some really aggressive type stuff, and they got that swag back stuff,
Yeah, exactly. And like I'm actually lucky that one of those artists actually connected me with Trick Daddy, so I may have Trick Daddy on the show.
Oh hell yeah, he's a Florida legend.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. That's my shit.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Now I grew up in northern Florida for a little while, and then I ended up moving to Tennessee. I was I was born
Yeah,
in
see,
Tennessee,
the
but then I
ones
moved
they're
to
from
Florida.
they're from Mariana. They're from Mariana.
Okay.
Like right by Tallahassee.
Okay, so they're in the Panhandle then.
Yeah.
I was on the other side. Um, so I was closer to Jacksonville than anything else.
Oh, okay. See, I suck at geography, bro.
You're good.
You could ask me about Canada, and I'd probably still fuck up. But have you heard of Mercules?
Mercules? Oh hell yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that dude is solid, bro.
Yeah.
But
That
didn't
guy.
he did he was doing like what was it? It was like he would post a freestyle. I think it was like once a week.
Yeah, Merc Mondays.
Yeah, that was it. Merc Mondays, and he would do a freestyle every Monday, and I thought that was really solid, man.
Yeah.
I'm really
Did
happy
you hear
that
that track he did with Bone Thugs and Harmony?
I haven't heard that one. No.
That one was dope. That was a dope track. But no, let's talk more about your music. So you have a project you are working on that's coming out, or like a solo project?
So we've been talking about doing another EP, but for right now, our main focus has just been these single releases. We've got probably 6 or 7 single releases lined up between myself and other members of the collective. And that includes a DJ mix as well from our DJ Bedside Manor.
Right. You'll have to get me in touch with some of these dudes and get them on the show as well, bro. Because I would like if you guys want promotion, I don't mind helping promoting on this side of this side of the border anyway.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Like, so I don't know if you want me to place the video at the end of this as well as place the video on the YouTube. It's up to you. It's your material. So
Yeah, you can post it on both. Um, just make sure to share the original link on YouTube.
oh, absolutely, no doubt.
Yeah.
No, trust me, I know where you're coming from, bro. Like I said, I used to do it. But yeah, definitely, man. It's been interesting getting to know you. I'm gonna when you do have more music that you want to release and you want to come back on the show, let me know, and you're welcome on the show anytime.
Oh, absolutely.
And
Um,
yeah, just try and get me in tune with your clique that you have going on. That way I could get everybody else on, and maybe we could just have like a multiple session where there's like 3 or 4 of us on at once.
yeah, we might be able to line that up with the whole ASTROPAK AD collective. What ASTROPAK AD is, that's our collective here, but the AD stands for Appalachian Dominance.
Okay, okay. I feel you. I feel you on that. Yeah, I think that would be dope. I think if we could line up like a whole like multiple session, because you could have up to 4 people all together on Skype. So,
Okay. Yeah, we can work that out.
well then, yeah, we'll go back and forth after this, and we'll talk about that. Give the fans a little something so they could get to know everybody.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, so I guess I'll let you take us out, introduce your track, and then I'll lead out just by representing my sponsors like usual, and then
Okay.
that'll be it, my bro.
All right. Well, I'd like to do a shout out once again, ASTROPAK AD. Shout out some of the 423 artists as well. We got Scout, Donnie Tree, The New Age, that's my brother, The Crown. Shout out AUZZE EAST for making the beat that you're about to hear on Problems. I'd like to let you know the next thing that's coming up is our video for Problems that was produced by AUZZE EAST featuring The New Age. I hope you enjoyed as much as we did making it.
All right, my dude, I appreciate you coming on. So before I go, I just got to do a shout out to my sponsors, and that's Mauve Garçon out in Griffintown, Montreal. They got that. They got the hoodie. Good old Pulp Fiction hoodie. Instead of the gun, he's holding a wine glass. Shout out to Bandana Canada and K-Town Brew. Those are the sponsors. This has been Casey Deville. It's been hosted by Hanley. And I appreciate you coming on, my dude, and hopefully we'll have that multiple conversation with everybody soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you for holding it down. I appreciate you.
Yeah, salute, my dude.
Yes, sir.
All right.
This song's called Problems. I fucking love y'all.
They wanna talk about how I made it. Tell them I ain't made it, though I manifest for greatness. In this book I write the pages. Funny how these people that I love done let me down. That's just a reminder to the ones that held me down. My homie a doctor, he drive a R8. See that shit, I get motivated, so why do y'all hate? And that don't even matter, focus steady, getting positive. Lot of common sense, that's why I jumped the project fence. Surrounded by my boundaries, I finally think I found a reason. Daughter, please believe I need some help, cause I've been fighting demons. Matter of fact, I'm locked up in this basement. I've been pacing for about a week, I'm getting time complacent. You know I keep it deep and I've been in it past my elbows. In over my head, that's why I always stay ahead though. Enemies, I got them in my glass, then I excel slow. Catch them out in private, lick it, seal it like the mail though. Had a couple turn on me and went and fought the case. A lack of trust, it burns in me, I say it to your face. And all the ones that really down with this, I hope it never changes. I've been chasing dragons, when I call them it ain't shit happens. What would you do with all these problems, man? I guess that's why I dropped the baggage, went and got the bag and it ain't shit rapping. I got more up in this Harley than your diamond necklace. I can send a message, make it clear that you've been unprotected.
I heard my vision tell me, listen, I've been spitting dreams. My dreams are vivid, mad and living. I've been hearing screams, they've been hearing me rap heaven shit. Heavenly, angelic wit, noble, overzealous. They better off being jealous, bitch. If diamonds in the sky, my Rihanna's otherworldly. Sunrise can't with northern lights, I'm high up in the morning. So praise to the sun, but I get praise to my daughter. So if the moon guides me, I've been howling like my father. I flipped a major script, my life I scripted on papyrus. So I don't see mine, I like this beat inside my iris. Inside my mind's iris, stars blue and violet. My cosmic glow and caustic flow, I balance bliss and violence. The ignorant to the former, but they love to lust the latter. We climb a rusted ladder, falling in, that's what's the matter. I aim high for the universe, synapses are relapsing. Re-asking myself, who is worse? What is God to Lucifer? Not Satan, so don't twist my statement. I hate when they make it seem like what I say is basic, because that's how they thinking. And you're wrong, my mind like neurons that fire when our pure bonds are chiming when the wind's gone. Silent in the moment like a chemical component, till I start showing all the potent particles I'm made of. I'm blowing up the fake love, this shit I can't make up. Yeah, I went and dropped the baggage, now I want the bag. It ain't shit rapping, they said they gon' make it, make some tracks. They ain't shit happen, always showing love, but these niggas I ain't with dapping. Angels sing abroad, demons close, and they keep laughing. Ain't religious, but I'm praying God let me keep magic. This divine intervention got me grinding a mission for these lines that I'm missing when I spit lavish. And I'm tired of the bitching, so I'm firing up the engine like my last name is Carr, so I keep gassing.
ASTROPAK! AD, baby.